First of all, we need to go back in time and see what basically prompted Sir Syed to have that vision. He wrote Asbabe Baghawat-e-Hind, the book, that what were the reasons behind the independence, war of independence, or the mutiny, for example. Now, while going through that, what he has witnessed, and after the mutiny, what he has seen is that Indians, mostly Muslims, because most of the kings, they were Muslim at that time. You know, they abandoned their citizens, their people, and most of them, they have run away or been killed. But their subjects, they were treated very badly, and they faced all the music basically from the British. And what they have figured out, that those people, those who were aristocrats at one point of time, they have lost everything after this war of independence. They have even lost their land to British. They have lost whatever money they have, whatever reputation they have. And since they were not that educated, they were not even able to do any job. Whereas what he witnessed, that in Bengal or in other areas where there were Hindus, they were quite well off because of their education. They used to get even the government job because of education, and he saw this disparity, that it is not going to end. And even in near future, if especially Muslims, those who have been marginalized, who had been marginalized after that mutiny, they are not going to take some radical steps toward education, empowering themselves. Unless and until that is not going to happen, they will not get anything, they will not be able to reap the benefits. And that has prompted him to look for, or to go for a vision basically which can help mostly marginalized section. I will say not only Muslim, yes, the importance was on Muslims, there was no doubt about that, but he was equally concerned about the marginalized section which has got even Hindus in it. And that's why he said, you know, his famous quote that Hindus and Muslims are two eyes of India. So he went along and he said that if they are going to be educated and the quality education reaches to them, and he toured you know, Cambridge and Oxford University, England for a long period of time, and he gathered the information, though himself he was not that educated, what you know. And once he came back, he thought of you know, he discussed this vision with his friends, those who were there, and he said that this is how we should be able to change the fortune of the marginalized section of the society if they will be empowered with quality education, and there is no other thing which can save them. Otherwise, they are going to be totally outcast. In Aligarh Muslim University, you can see students coming from as far as Bihar and even Tamil Nadu, Hyderabad, like far south if you will see. Up north if you will go, you can see students coming from Jammu and Kashmir. You know, if you will go to Middle Eastern countries, you can see people coming in from, or students coming in from even Palestine. They used to be, or Africa, you have got students from Sudan. They used to be a lot of people. Even in the Far East, there were people from Thailand, or you know, they used to come and study. So Sir Syed Ahmad Khan vision somewhere, which has converted into Aligarh Muslim University in 1920, has helped the community, Muslim community at large. What has happened, he formed this institution basically to help the marginalized section of the society, mostly those who cannot afford. Most of the people coming from far off regions, and even when he put up MOA, he has got all those, most of the students, they were those who could not afford. And even he put his own you know, relatives in that particular school, and others like even the sons and daughters of his friends also, they were a part of this particular institution. So it was a mixed gathering, but the whole vision was that those who have been persecuted because of almost either no education or very little education, and they have got no other means, they should come forward, have the light of education with them, and through that they should re-establish themselves in a society. And that was the whole vision of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. And today if we see in today's perspective, whatever has happened after independence, bifurcation, and I can say most of the Muslims, those who have gone to even Bangladesh or Pakistan, lot has happened since then. But where do we stand today? If you will see, going by the Sachar committee report, even if you will see, Muslims are one of the most marginalized section of the society still, as far as education is concerned. Had we achieved really something just by one educational institute? Yes, that educational institute has opened the gates. It has given a hope to many those who are living in far off lands, those who could not afford quality education because of high educational cost. They could do so in Aligarh, but only one university that is of Aligarh nature could not be able to solve the problem of the masses. It can be a leader, but there is a requirement of many such universities to come up. Without his vision, I believe we would not have been here where we are today. It always took for someone to take a step and others follow. India is a land where you have mostly followers and very few leaders. And that's why we don't have many inventions which you can see, because we always follow. He showed us a way. He showed us a light. He was a guiding light. And his institution today is enriching many souls across the globe. The centers which have come up of AMU, the far off centers which have opened up in Kishanganj and in even in West Bengal, and another one which is coming up. I am pretty sure that these centers are going to help a lot to the students, those who are living in those remote areas of India, mostly in rural areas or in slums, because there they need the education. The disparity today lies between the urban and the rural class, as far as, and Sir Sayyad's effort in that particular case by putting up a university which can impart quality and cheap education has really opened the door. So his legacy is going to continue with these kinds of centers coming up across the country, imparting quality education to the marginalized section of the society.